Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to begin by saying, in my view, this bill is the way this Senate should function. We've had 4 bipartisan senators put it together. We've had the chairman produce a very comprehensive amendment. One side, our side, my side, had problems with parts of that amendment. Everybody went to work and worked it out. And so we have a piece of legislation that I believe will stand the test of time and will also stand the test of scrutiny. I want to commend you for that. You know, you sit in the main seat. It was your amendment, and yet you were willing to make the necessary compromises to produce what I think will be a dominant majority on this committee. I also want to commend Senators Tillis, Coons, Graham, and Booker. They were the 4 that put this together, and as such, they become very important authors of what is an important law that will be passed. The bill before us and the Grassley substitute are the result of these hours of negotiations. I support both. As we know, the Department of Justice regulations say that a special counsel can only be removed for, and I quote, misconduct, dereliction of duty, incapacity, conflict of interest, or for other good cause, end quote. The bill codifies these regulations and provides an extra layer of protection over the special counsel's independence. The bill does this by providing for judicial review. This means that if a special counsel were to be fired for an unjustified political reason, the decision could be challenged in court. I understand some of my colleagues have concerns about the constitutionality of this legislation. Based on what I've learned, I believe that it is constitutional, and I say that as neither a constitutional expert nor even a lawyer. But let me quote Professors Posner and Vladeck, 2 of the witnesses who testified on this very issue at our hearing this past September, who are constitutional experts. Their April 24th letter about this bill explains that, and I quote, they are not only the view that a good cause removal restriction is constitutional, but that this bill would be upheld by the current Supreme Court, end quote. In other words, they find the measure we are considering today clearly lawful. I'd also like to speak about Chairman Grassley's amendment. As I mentioned earlier, this amendment was a result of hours of bipartisan negotiations. And once again, Mr. Chairman, let me thank you for being willing to do so. I know the pride of authorship, and I also know that sometimes it's hard to compromise, but you did that, and this is a better effort because of it. The amendment itself codifies other Justice Department regulations about the special counsel and also requires a report to Congress about the special counsel's investigation once it's over. This reporting requirement is a compromise way to ensure appropriate congressional oversight while also inoculating the special counsel from any political interference from Congress or otherwise. And that is the heart of the matter. Mr. Chairman, I'm happy to support your substitute amendment today, along with both the Democratic and Republican sponsors of the bill. Thank you again for putting this important piece on the agenda and for the bipartisanship you fostered in the way with which you handled it.